All right, guys, Candle Range Theory Trader back with you with another video just showing you how you need to use this tool to help you be profitable in trading. Okay. Well, I'm going to focus on Forex here. I imagine you can do this with any instrument, but I'm a currency trader. So let's just get right into it. Obviously, so right here I'm on ChatGPT. If you do not know what ChatGPT is, you can definitely do some Googling about that. It's just a basic AI software. It is free to use, and you can ask it a lot of different questions to help you with your trading plan. So the focus of this video is just going to show you how you want to use this program for good risk management. So there's a few things that you're going to need. The first thing you'll need to know is your account balance. And I'm just typing it here. You'll need to know your risk to reward ratio. You'll need to know just estimate your win rate. If you're not sure, just go with 50%. 40 to 50% is fine. And then lastly, you need to go know your profit target. And let's just say per week. Okay, so once again, know your account balance, risk to reward ratio, win rate, and profit target. So I'll go through just a couple of examples here of how you can use this to help you design a good risk management plan using this. So you'll say something like this. I have, or let's see, I'm going to type it then read it because I have a hard time typing and talking at the same time. Okay, so let's see. So far I am a Forex trader. I have an account balance of $100. I want to make $50 per week. My risk to reward is 2 to 1. I win 50% of my trades. Give me a good risk management plan to achieve this goal. And make sure I have everything. I have my risk to reward, my account balance, my win rate, and my profit target per week. Okay, so once again, let's just say I have a small account of $100. I want to make an extra $50 a week. How can I do this? So I put this in here and see what it spits out. So obviously, I'm not going to read this whole thing. I'm just going to give you the general, the bare bones of what it's going to recommend. It's going to tell you, it's going to give you the mathematical formula and all that type of stuff. It'll tell you if it's a high risk plan and all that type of stuff. You don't have to worry about that. I would just go down to the rules and performance and like a grand summation of it. You can also ask it to make it shorter and things like that. But here we go. So this is what it advises us of. We need to look at about taking 10 trades a week. If we take 10 trades a week and risk $5 a trade, net profit is, let me see, after 5 wins and 5 losses, net profit is $25. But at this rate, you may need more than 10 trades or increase your position size to grow it. And then it's going to ask you if you want like some extra tips and tricks and all that type of stuff, which you can and can't do, and you just want to have a conversation with it. All right. So I would always recommend that you keep the things, keep it realistic. So now let's say, for example, I have a $1,000 account. And let's pretend this is a funded account. So if I have 100, let's say we have a $10,000 funded account, but obviously typically the drawdown is between 8 to 10%. We'll just say 10% for this example. So you really only have $1,000 to trade. Okay. So once again, you have a $10,000 funded account with 10% of drawdown, which you could get in instant funding, for example. Okay. So let's just say you want to make this, you got a $1,000 account and you want to make an extra $200 a week. Same deal. My risk to reward is 2 to 1. My win rate is 50%. And instead of $200 a week, let's say we want to make $300 a week, which works out to about, what is that, 1,200 bucks a month? 3, 6, 9, 12, yeah. So this right here, you want to make an extra 1,200 bucks a month off of this $10,000 funded account. Let's see what we have to do here. So it goes to through our metrics here. It's telling us we need to take about 2 to 3 trades per day. Risk about 15 bucks per trade. And obviously, you see, it just spits it out. So obviously, it gives us everything with the trading plan, risk management, max, and you can do this for any numbers that you want, a personal account or a funded account. It doesn't matter, but I would always recommend use the drawdown. If you do go a funded route, always use the drawdown. Don't use the whole $10,000 account balance. Just don't bother. Just work with the money that you actually have. So it gives us this trading plan. Risk $15 per trade. We want to try to make 60 bucks a day. Try to lose less than 45 bucks a day. Don't over risk, high probability setups, etc., etc. Now, it doesn't matter what your strategy is on this. Obviously, I use candle range theory. However, you do whatever fits you. And then the weekly performance, which is projected, 5 wins, 5 losses. To reach 300 bucks a week, you need about 40 trades a month. You can break that down. But you have your daily goals here that if you get to 60 bucks a day, then you should reach that profit target of whatever you want to get, regardless of what your plan is. So let's go through one more example here, and then we'll close it down. So let's say you want to make the big bucks now. All right. So let's say you have a $100,000 funded account. So that's a $10,000 worth of drawdown. Let's say we want to make $5,000 a month. And we'll do something different on the risk to reward. My risk to reward is, let's say, 1 to 1.5. And we'll increase the win rate a little bit because the profit target is lower. So let's say we win 60% of our trades. And as well, I'm going to stick with the week just because the month is a little, I just don't want to do that. So let me just do the math real quick on that. $5,000 a month works out to about $1,250 a week. So there we go. So once again, this is just pretending we have a $10,000 funded account. I'm sorry, a $100,000 funded account with $10,000 worth of drawdown. So we want to make $1,250 a week. Risk to reward is 1 to 1.5. Win rate is 60%. So we have the account balance, the win rate, risk to reward. We got everything we need. So what's the plan, ChatGPT? We let it work its magic here, yada, 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 spit out all the math. And like I said, the beautiful part is you're going to know automatically. All you got to do is plug these numbers into your system, no matter how you're trading. Risk 250 per trade, yada, yada, yada. You don't have to worry about, please don't worry about this stuff here. I'm not a math person at all, but this is going to help me. Okay, in order to make this is my goal. Does that mean you're going to make this every single day? Of course not, but at least you know what you're shooting for, all right? So your max risk is 250. Max daily loss is 500 bucks. Don't over risk. 2 to 3 trades a day. It's going to try to give you setups and stuff. You don't have to worry about that. This is just straight for, okay, income. We're not worried about psychology just yet. Not to say it's not important, but here we go. Assuming 10 trades a week with 60% win rate, 6 wins, 4 losses, that should give you $1,250. This gives you a framework. Again, are you going to hit this every week? No, but at least you're planning. Okay, you have to have a plan for something. And so you can do this for the week. If you want to plan it for the month, that's fine. If you want to do it for the year, that's fine. Okay. So, you know what, just for kicks, I promise this is the last one. Let's say this. Let's just say we have a $10,000 drawdown. Let's say we have a personal account of $10,000. Okay. We worked hard, we save up. And we have $10,000 that we want to try to make a decent living off of. Now, let's say for the year, the entire year, 365 days, okay? Obviously, all those days aren't trading days, but you want to make, let's say, 40 grand a year. Risk to reward, we'll say 1 to 2. Win rate, 50%. Okay, we have our account balance, risk to reward ratio, win rate. Let me make sure I didn't leave anything out. Account balance, goal, win rate, risk to reward. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, so let's see what it gives us. Give me and you can even say, give me some daily, weekly, or monthly goals. Now remember, ChatGPT is free, so, and it's already given it to us here. If you got a 10 grand account and want to make 40 grand a year, obviously you need to profit 30 grand off of that. Let's see, so it's 2,500 a month or $625 a week. I could have did daily goals as well, but whatever. So 625 a week. So your metrics here. Okay, we got the math formula, all that stuff. Yada yada yada. So this is the most important part here, though. Max risk per trade. See, this is what you're really focusing on. Every time you take a trade, you shouldn't be risking more than 125 bucks. Daily loss limit about 250. Weekly loss limit about 625. You know, 3 trades a day, suggesting that, but really you can focus on your performance and how much you should be taking and making. 5 wins, 5 losses, which is a 50% win rate. You don't have to win every single trade you take. And as long as you're averaging on average about 625 a week, then you should end up profiting 30 grand by the year. And it misunderstood me a little bit because I wanted to say I wanted to profit 40 grand instead of making 30 grand because we started with 10. But I think you get the point. And it gives us some suggestions as well. So ChatGPT, definitely a powerful tool to put together a risk plan for you. No matter what strategy you trade, use this, know your numbers, and it gives you just a general framework. Obviously, sometimes when you win, your wins could be bigger. Sometimes when you lose, your losses might be smaller, but you just want to know what you're aiming for. And that way, you know where you're headed, and you're not just throwing darts or throwing mud at the wall and seeing what sticks when it comes to your income goals. So, ChatGPT, once again, is free. Google it, sign up, play with the numbers, put a plan together, stick to that plan, and I promise your trading will improve. So for other tips and tricks, definitely look at the other videos on this channel. I appreciate your time and attention. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Please take care.